All right, yesterday, Rez got some really exciting news. Do you remember what it was?
That fly can fly.
Fly needs to get ready to fly, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully. Even though it is annoying how many instructions Guardian gives, she turns out to be very helpful in leading me to a spot that will be good for Fly's first flight. The spot Guardian found is flat and a safe area, free from obstacles such as mountainous buttes or large boulders. But it is quite a far distance away, and it will take me a while to reach it. Please speed up if possible, Guardian says. We want to be as efficient as we can be. I'm roving as fast as I can, I say as my wheels bump over the sandy rock. The purpose of Fly's flight is to collect new data in quicker, more efficient fashion than I am able to. He will be able to gather aerial footage of Mars's surface. This footage will be sent back to the command center and they will study it. If they notice something interesting, they will instruct us to move in the direction of it in order to be able to further investigate it. I also will be able to view the footage and it will help me to make my own decisions as well. Maybe this is a good spot, Fly asks. Or this one? What do you think, Rez? Huh? What do you think? We are almost to the spot Guardian found, Fly. I'm following the coordinates Guardian sent. Why not this spot? This spot seems fine. Helicopter, please be quiet. My name is Fly. Be quiet, Guardian repeats. You are pretty mean, Fly says. Weren't you programmed to be nicer? Mean and nice are human words. I was programmed to be efficient. Efficient, Fly says. Yes, efficient. Speaking of which, resilience, please keep moving. My own time log tells me we are behind schedule. I'm roving as fast as I can, I say again. Why do we need the ground to be flat? Fly asks. By my calculations, Fly has managed to ask 10 questions in less than the span of 1 human minute. This is quite impressive. Guardian would probably say it is quite something else. I do not always have the answers to Fly's questions. Guardian always answers, but I am starting to understand that answering is not necessarily the same thing as knowing the answer. Because if something goes wrong during the flight, we want you to land in a place that is easily accessible for resilience to retrieve you, Guardian says, answering Fly's question again. Rez, is something going to go wrong? Fly asks. I want to say no. I want to make Fly feel better, but I don't know the answer. I will make sure to retrieve you no matter what. Most likely, you will complete your mission without incident and resilience will not need to retrieve you. Hopefully, Fly says. Grazunks, hopefully is not a word that registers with me, Guardian says. It registers with me, I admit, and then repeat, hopefully. After I say it, I consider that it may have been a mistake to share that information with Guardian. Hopefully, it was not. Hopefully, Fly says again. You two are quite a pair, Guardian says. Beeps and boops. Is it that a positive statement or a negative one? I ask. I do not know, Guardian says. For once, Guardian does not know the answer, but I think I do. First flight. I reached the spot Guardian selected. After doing a thorough scan, I determined that Guardian was indeed correct, that this is an ideal location for Fly's first flight. Thank you, Guardian. This is a very good spot, I say. I know, Guardian says. I am very skilled at my job. Okay, I say to Fly. It is time to come out. Are you sure? Certain, I say. You need to listen to Resilience, Helicopter. Resilience is in charge, Guardian says. You should not second guess Resilience commands. Zappity zip, I say. I am not in charge. I am not giving commands. Fly and I are a team. Actually, you, Fly, and me are a team. Zappity zip, Fly says. I have never heard you say that. I just made it up, I say. I created it. If I had a hazmat voice, Fly would be able to hear the human emotion of pride in my voice. Do you like it? As much as I like saying beeps and boops, it is Journey's phrase. Journey is the one that came up with it, and I've decided that I needed to make up my own combination of words because I am the one here. I'm the rover on Mars, and I am the one Fly needs to support him right now in his flight. I really do, Rez, Fly says. Zappity zip. Fly pops out from inside me. He flutters into the air just as the edge of what I can see with my camera lens. Wait, I tell Fly, don't go yet. We need permission from the command center. I wait for the instructions to come. It is a long wait. Fly hovers lower in the air right above the flat sand. The sun is beaming down from the sky, casting slanted light across the red sand. The wind in this spot is calm and low. It does not make any loud whooshing sounds. I listen for that one particular sound, but I do not hear it. Finally, the message we have been waiting for comes. We have been given the go, I say. Now? Fly says, and even though he is speaking to me in machine code language, I can tell he is the human emotion of nervous. I think of Xander's dark circles, but then I think of Rania's one special song. I try to hum it, but I am not as good at singing as Fly is. This is a nice song. I have never heard it before. A friend once shared it with me. I thought you would like it if I shared it with you, I say. I expect Guardian to interject, but she does not. She lets me keep humming. Thanks, Rez, Fly says. I'm ready now. You were made to do this, Fly. He hovers in the air, and then he goes up and up and up. He zooms over the flat expanse. I record Fly in flight, and from my camera's vantage point, Fly is becoming a smaller and smaller dot on the horizon. On another camera, I am able to see what he sees. Even though we are not together, I am still connected with Fly. Do you see that? Fly says over and over again. His video is clear and steady. I can tell he feels comfortable in the air. Yes, I say again and again. I'm seeing all of it. Today, the sky is a light yellow. The sand beneath is full of red and brown pigments. Our system will alert us to any particular part of the ground that may contain minerals or rocks of special interest. Rocks that could contain clues whether this planet ever had water, if it ever had life. I think of how Journey told me that what Rania really wants for me to find is a fossil. I'm searching, Rania, I think. I will find one for you. Rez, Fly shouts. Look! I watch the camera, the one that shows me the world through Fly's perspective. Fly has spotted another rover. Fly has found courage. A plan. That was a highly successful first flight, helicopter, Guardian says. You have found the offline rover. Yes, I say. Great job, Fly. Fly flies back inside me. I replay the footage of his flight. I study the aerial footage from the moment Fly discovered courage. The rover is stranded in the middle of a sand dune. The terrain does not appear to be particularly difficult, but the rover is completely motionless. I know that Rania and Xander explained to me that courage went offline due to a dust storm, but it makes me feel the human emotion of worry to see him motionless on a stretch of ground that should not have caused him any difficulty. There is red and brown dirt caked all over the rover, and worse, it looks like at least 2 of his 6 wheels are missing. This will make movement very difficult when we bring him back online. Guardian, was Courage taken by surprise by the dust storm? Oh, yes, Guardian says. It came out of nowhere. That happens sometimes. Courage was an excellent rover, but that storm was his demise. This is the way of rovers, though. You are not meant to last forever. I replay Guardian's sentence through my system. You are not meant to last forever. But I am meant to return to Earth, I say. You keep saying that, but I am not sure of the validity of that statement. What's validity? Truth. If something is valid, it makes sense. Okay? I know that I am correct. Xander and Rania were clear that if I did well on my mission, if I found something worth bringing back to Earth, that I would get to return. And maybe, just maybe, somewhere in Courage's system, there is something that falls into the category of worthiness. There is a chance Courage collected a particularly interesting rock sample, and there is an even better chance that Courage captured valuable footage of a dust storm. I experience the human emotion of hope. It is a sticky and strange feeling, but a beautiful one. I need to make my way to Courage to bring him online, I say. Yes, Guardian says, I do agree with that. I replay Fly's footage again. I have sent it to the command center. I have not yet received a response, but that is not abnormal. Abnormal. There is usually a long lag. It is also possible that most of the hazmats are performing the action they call sleep. Is that area prone to dust storms? I ask. A dust storm can occur anywhere, Guardian says. You should know that. I do, but I was asking for clarification. I don't want to get caught in a dust storm, Fly says. Me either, buddy. Then you must always be alert, Guardian says. I listen to the wind blowing. It is picking up speed. I use my cameras to scan the area. I do not see anything that is particularly alarming. I will be alert. Promise, Rez, Fly says. I promise. Now, let's go find courage, I say. I set my wheels in motion. It is time for me to do something big. It is time for me to earn my return to Earth. And we will start part 4 next time.